Being a hypnotist, whether you're deep or just cigarettes, losing weight, whatever it may be, there are ways to protect yourself. The most common way is what I just did, a prayer. Secondly, something that works is you imagine that the room is filled with light. Another person I've dealt with said that the best way to do it is imagine yourself in the middle of a pyramid, and then you're the light in the middle of the pyramid. Another technique is you get in the middle of the room, you imagine you're the sun, and you're radiating light from every orifice in your body, and you're filling the entire room with light. Another way is, if you study other cultures, in the Mongolian mountains, the Mongolians build their dwellings with no corners in the room because they believe that the evil comes through the corners that are in a room. So all of their dwellings have round edges. Another technique that I kind of picked up on is if you get 4 nails and you nail nails in the 4 corners of the room and go to some store and buy the LED lights, Christmas lights, and then just string them around the entire room. 1, you got lighting that's very cheap. 2, the entire room is encompassed by white light. So I've done that, and I've been doing it for years.
So it's good to keep light in the corners?
Yes. But it's better to have the light wrap around the entire room. Like during the late 80s, my friends all thought I was nuts when they had the regular Christmas lights with the pieces that come out. They came out with the ones, if it blew out, it didn't blow out the whole chain. So I took cardboard, strip of cardboard like this, and then tape, and then like every 2 inches I would tape one, and then I put it up on the ceiling. I adhered it to the top of the ceiling, and this way my room had light going all the way around it.
Reminds me of what sister one time talked to Sister Lucille about the white light, and she said when she's driving in the car, imagine not only white light surrounding her, but all the cars around
her too.
Protect everybody.
Yeah.
Edith Fiore, a medical doctor from California. She's a personal friend of mine. But I was at one of her workshops about 25 years ago, and she said, if you believe that you have evil around you, if you believe you have spirits, she said, look out into the light. And she said, if there is no light outside and it's dark, she says, as Jim said, in a room, light the room fully, because the spirits do not want to stay with the light.
So that means you have to sleep with a light on?
No.
Also, Bill Baldwin was also he was a dentist. He passed away. He was from California, and he studied with Irene Hickman for remote depossession. And Bill Baldwin said, spirits hang around because they don't know the way up. You have to show them the light. And if you're having problems getting rid of the spirits, call on St. Michael the Archangel, the warrior saint, to show them where the light is. So everybody has their own thoughts about what you should do, to protect yourself from spirits. Some people put sea salt on their threshold of their homes or their offices to keep them away. So there's many different opinions as to what should be done.
And another one, I remember years ago, Dolores Mead, she had the death of her mother, her husband, and I was going through early 2000. I think it was right after 2001. I was supposed to be on Flight 93, so she came over, we were talking for a little while, and I says, well, Dolores, I've heard of the salt, I've heard of this. In your travels, have you found anything that really works even better? She goes, take your hands, go like this, clasp your hands, make a point like this, and she goes, do a star like this. After you're done with the star, wrap it around. And I did it, and then I wrapped it around twice. I says, one for good measure. And she says, that's pretty good at keeping it out. The salt supposedly works. I mean, you draw the energy that you deserve. So even though Dolores didn't have any evil in her life, she did